Alright, back at you guys on the channel. Plus we're kind of doing this video so we can keep track of, here I'll just turn you guys sideways because I don't want to start out all crazy. Hopefully this holds you guys the same way in the video. I don't want to keep turning you this time. Anyways, so we got a go-kart in. We're going to be repairing, and there's actually quite a bit wrong with it. We can go over that real quick, and we will talk about what went wrong and what we're going to fix. And it's going to be a lot more than we were thinking we were going to fix, because I will never send someone's kids out on something like this and know that they could get hurt and I didn't do something about it. So it's not a big deal anyway. I'm not too worried about it. It's for a new friend of ours, and she got this for a deal, and somebody, I wouldn't say they per se ripped anybody off, because the deal was actually a really good deal considering what these go for. So this is the go-kart that's in question. I have not worked on a go-kart like this one before. We will go over some things. It has basically a miniature drum brakes on each side. The pads seem to still have some pad. This one is a little bit chewed up, so but it's not super bad. It's a little chewed up on the edge here. That's not why this thing isn't breaking though. And then we'll go into this pad. Looks decent. We already kind of cleaned in here with a wire wheel just to get out any corrosion. We're gonna also hit it with lubricants and make sure everything's free flowing right. We're gonna be looking into what this wiring is, because there's the shut off, on off, the pole start, but then someone rigged in, I believe, what is a kill switch here, so when you're riding you can kill the motor instead of have to reach back in case of needing to kill the engine, I believe. But I'm not sure if I'm right about that, along with this gauge here, run liter, minutes, seconds, I don't know. Anyways, it all runs back wires into this for some odd reason. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but we're going to look into it. Along with that, they also deleted something here on the motor where I put a plug in. They had a piece of tape, but I put a plug in there temporarily while we're blowing dust and stuff off it so we don't get it in the up in the motor here. And this needs to be with a compression to grab that better, and then that'll be fixed, because that, even with this on, you can put this on and this just comes through the middle and out, which is just, I don't even know why. And then like here, this needs to be unstrapped, pushed where this is against their flush. Little knick-knack stuff, but that's not the dangerous part. Okay, the most dangerous parts are these. And I'm gonna point this out because you guys out there building go-karts, if you're not good at welding, go take a course or a class before you do this stuff for your kids. And I'm not trying to bash on nobody, because we all gotta start somewhere. And the thing is you just gotta be better than this, because this is dangerous. So we're gonna get in here. Let me I don't know if I can, yeah, let's see if we can. Not available. Okay, wait, maybe we gotta turn it like this. Now let's go in like this. Okay, here we go. We can't do it on that zoom out, so I had to turn you guys again. But so look at these welds. Let me show you. And this is holding the rear axle on, and this friend of ours is and whatnot, they came to us and they said that the brakes don't work either, and I'm gonna get to that because it has to do with crap like this. Same problem, but this crap right here, they're saying this go-kart's really torquey, really goes, and this is just scary. Okay, if you weld like this, just stop and go back to school. This is just ridiculous. Okay, this is eventually gonna rust out. You can already see it starting to corrode, whatever you want to call it. It's not gonna hold, and this whole axle is gonna just snap off when you're on the go. Okay, now we're gonna keep you on the flash because I want to be able to come over here and show you guys what the other problem is. So here's the brake pedal, and this brake pedal will only move yay far, and they keep telling me we have no brakes, we have no brakes. Well, let me show you guys something. We have no brakes because somebody gobbed welds, and look, it hits. It does not let the pedal go fully forward because right here where it's broke, because when it was probably welded completely shut, this probably didn't move at all. But I'm going to have to take a grinder, clean all this mess up, because this is someone's miraculous repair that allows you to not use the brake in full, because this pedal should go forward more like this gas pedal does. See that? So that is no brakes, all due to welding. So we're gonna remove the motor. That's why I got all this undone. What's gonna happen from here is we're gonna take that engine off. That's why we're also doing this video, because I'm trying to make sure I can always go back, pause it, zoom in, see how things were. You know, make sure everything gets back how it goes. You know, we're gonna make sure everything is videoed. Maybe if we want to build some go-karts later from scratch and we want some ideas, we can utilize the ideas. But mainly I just want to make sure all this weird electric stuff kind of goes back on better. We're also going to be helping out by fully restoring, hopefully. I'm waiting to hear back. But what I'd like to do is I'm going to take the motor off anyway, no matter what. I'm going to redo all this the right way. I'm probably going to remount these better, use a lot less zip ties. We're going to design a piece of seat cushion with a board in here for padding to go with the back pad. We'll design something out that's better than just sitting on metal for them. And, you know, it doesn't have to be nothing super crazy, but we'll get it done. We got some stuff around here. And then we're going to fix these welds. That's why we're going to take this engine off, because I don't want to be... So I could just weld it where it is. I really could. But the problem with that is I would like to be able to comfortably weld it, because I know someone's children are going to be on it. So if I take the engine off, it allows me to take this and turn it up on its side and not worry about oil running through the motor into the wrong parts, or, you know, damaging the engine, you know, or have to let it set to let the oil settle again, or gas spilling, or none of that nonsense. If I just take it off, it's not going to take that long. Then I can kind of manhandle the frame, get it fixed, make sure this all functions right, because that's a major no brakes, especially over something that crazy. I just can't believe someone welded like that. And they had that welded, it looks like, completely shut at one time, like no brakes at all. I mean, because it looks like it cracked. I mean, I could show you guys that again, but it's just asinine that someone would weld the brakes closed on this, and then they break, and then now it just kind of barely works versus not had worked at all, probably. That's all I can tell by this. So, you know, no brakes. Shitty welds in the back, barely holding this thing together. Looks like someone just did a quick flip on someone trying to, you know, I mean, at least all this turns and, you know, it's what it is. But when you get them, if you pay and you think you're getting a good deal, be very cautious what you're looking at. If you're building something like this, very, very strongly suggest, if you're not a welder, go to a school or just, you know, YouTube some stuff these days. Get a welder, practice before you put your kids on something. Don't just throw them on crap that, you know, they might go zipping down the road at 60 miles an hour in this thing, and this whole axle just flies off the back, this engine slams in the ground, they slide sideways out into a street somewhere and get hit by a car. I mean, that's just a worst case scenario, you know. And we all know kids ride these in neighborhoods, so, you know, when you're doing this, I just, you know, I'm not hating on nobody, I'm just making suggestions. Do not do things like I'm showing you. Take pride and do things right. Okay, that's it, folks. You know, peace, prosperity to all. Down with the haters, up with the participators. And we'll get this done. I'm waiting to hear back to see if we're going to spray some paint on here, fresh coat, because if we're going to have the motor off and stuff, I have some extra paint laying around. We might just kind of throw in on the project and get it done, but we'll find out about that later. For now, I'm just cleaning up. I'm going to fix the brakes, fix the back axle, start there, and then we'll go from there. These are the wheels. I believe I showed you earlier. One of them has the rear drum brake with the chain drive. This is the other drum brake on the other side, and the others are just front wheels. You know, and that's it, guys. Have a good day and enjoy your evening.